Right, greetings to everyone and all you fellow caps out there. I'm just thought I'd do a little video just trying to explain the harness solution that I came up with for hidden magnets to go along with our Captain America costumes. I've had a few people who've reached out to me via social media, from Facebook, some of the groups, some Instagram. Somebody actually contacted me via Twitter. So I just thought that actually, rather than touching base with everyone, I'd do a little video and everyone can have a little idea what I'm doing. First things first, I use very large magnets for doing this. I don't use the circular pop magnets that everyone seems to use. I've talked to a lot of guys actually in the magnet industry, and they sort of say the issue with the pop magnets is that they are rated for very, very high pull, but actually that is central onto the magnet for literally connecting onto a metallic structure like a piece of steel to hold the magnet in place. If you're trying to put a pop magnet to a pop magnet, once they get slightly off square, they fall off. I tested that myself by actually getting a couple of 84 kilogram pull pop magnets, putting them together either side of my own hand, and they just fell off. Now what I use, and I'll put links into stuff behind this post, are these. Hopefully we can see them. It's going to be the wrong way around. Love using a forward-facing camera. Okay, these are from a company that are available on Amazon. They're based here in the UK. I think they've got actual outreaches into the States and around the world, called Magnet Expert. These are 46 by 30 by 10 millimeter thick N42 neodymium magnets. Now these beasts are 32 kilogram pull magnets. Now I use a pair of these, and these are so powerful that actually you can put them clean through your wrist, either side of your wrist, and they will hold. So the issue that I was having and that I wanted to try to solve was the case that what I was trying to do is trying to actually achieve a screen accurate cap costume. So I didn't want to have a magnet slap bang in the middle of the shield. Also added the case of that my shield came from the wonderful Casey at Shield Labs, and it's a bit pretty. Now, that is a custom 26-inch diameter Shield Lab shield that I got from Casey. Now, the main thing that I wanted with this is I wanted something that was big. I am 197 centimeters tall. That is 6'5.5". Therefore, I needed to scale the shield up. So hence why big shield, big man. Now, the issue is when you've got a shield that is beautifully accurate. This is my Endgame beastie that Casey did for me. On the back of it, I wanted to be able to have this look as you see it on the movie. Okay, when you get the best view of the shield in the movie, it is actually when it's broken. So what I wanted to do is I didn't want anybody to be looking at this shield and wondering what the devil's going on. So what I did is I thought to myself, these leather straps here, these are good places where you can potentially hide something. So on this one, as you can see sitting there is one of these enormous N42 magnets. And this is araldited, which is 2-part epoxy resin. I think you guys in America you like using a stuff called JB Weld. That is bonded on underneath these leather straps, and then the straps are going over. Incidentally, these are the leather straps I had made for me by a friend of mine who's a leathersmith here in the UK. Wonderful guy called Strigging Leathersmith, otherwise known as David Sandground, who did a beautiful job of doing these gorgeous lamb's leather straps for me. So, shield has big magnet. As you can see, the main part of the shield, you can't see where that magnet is. Now the unfortunate thing is, with it connecting there, that therefore is sitting about there on the shield. This is far too low for where we need to sit on our back as Captain Americas. So the idea I came up with, after discussions, I'd had an idea of making my own harness out of sort of wedding straps and stuff, something that could go over here. And one of my good friends here in the UK Garrison, who's also a Captain America costumer, he sort of said, well, what about a back brace? And what I do is I encountered these things called posture braces. That's what this is. Again, purchasable from the ubiquitous Amazon. I'm certain you can probably find someone else. This one cost me about £8, I think, when I got it. They've gone up a little bit in price. They're around about £12 now. I don't know what they are in America. What I did with this, again, using Araldite 2-part epoxy resin, I have then welded one of those magnets to the back there. Now the advantage of this is that when I put this on, this goes tight on there. Now the magnet itself sits right up there. So it's a lot higher up your body than it is if you've got your standard rectangle. Now, this is the other advantage is, this is my back harness rig that I've got. Endgame rig made by the wonderful Linda of Like Linda. As you can see, as you guys are aware of, this has got lots of holes, and if I'm moving it around, you can see again, there's lots and lots of holes through there. You can't hide big magnets really under that without them showing, especially as this is all cast metal. The last thing I want to be doing is actually having a magnet that you can see through there. It doesn't look massively accurate. The other disadvantage is, of course, as everyone is aware, you're hanging a 4-kilo shield off your back. You need to make sure that these things are held on with poppers, velcros and everything onto your suit to hold it in place. This fits so tight under your arms and sits so high up on the back that by the time you've got this on, you don't need a lot. The other advantage is this sits underneath your costume. So you have the leather from the shield, you have the costume, and then you have the magnet. And what you get is that simple ability that you've then got a shield mounted high on your back, and it's solid. It's not moving anywhere. Now that is 4 kilograms of Captain America shield sitting on my back, happy as Larry. So give it a good old yank because it is hefty. So that's where we got to. That's the idea, that's the solution we came to, and I think it actually works really, really well. And latter part of this video, I'll show you what it's like with the kit on. So let's see if I can edit this together. Right. And so the second part of this, costume on. So this is my white sheep leather, custom made, custom measured, screen printed lycra costume that I heavily weathered myself. So airbrush painting, Hurley FX scales, Jordan's Iconic Armory Star and Starburst. So the last ones that he did. All my leather work, gloves, harness, belt, patches, that is all from Like Linda. And the great thing is as you turn around, I pulled one of my flaps off, it's come off, damn. But you can see that there's no sign of any magnet on the back of the costume. So when people are sort of looking at you, you're out at the con, you're doing events. I say we do quite a number of events here with in the UK. The Real Icons is part of our UK garrison, which is part of the UK part of the 501st Legion. So we do lots of events, big Comic Cons, we do stuff for Make-A-Wish Foundation, etc. So I say we get out there and we're sort of doing a lot of work for charity. The nice thing is you're not seeing any magnets. What you see is a costume like you see on stage. On stage? Too many years. On screen. So the advantage is your shield, goes on your shield, goes on into place, holds itself up. 26-inch shield, fits perfectly on the back. And the beauty is it's just sitting there. And you can bounce it up and down. That is a 4 kilogram, 26-inch custom made shield, and it does not shift. Brilliant work by Casey at Shield Labs making that shield. But this magnet solution, it sits there, it's happy sitting in a good position on your back. You can't see any magnets. It looks the absolute business. The shield itself looks great. The one thing that I find when I'm doing Comic Cons and stuff, actually I got tucked in here, little stickers for kids. One thing I find with Comic Cons is you give the shield over to kids, and you get kids who are there having some, having some photographs, and they're kind of, here, kid, take this, and their faces light up because it's a metal shield. You'd be aware of that. It's made by Mr. Stark. That's vibranium. The kids love it. And that's the main reason why I went metal. And I'm the one who's cracked in the head in these groups, because I'm the man who goes around with a 4 kilo shield on my back and a 3.5 kilogram Mjolnir. Yeah, that's fine. I'm reasonably in shape. So, you know, it's just that kind of effect because it's the look on kids' faces. You give them a heavy shield and they it doesn't feel like plastic like they've got. So, and this is the beauty of this system. There's no way that isn't coming off. No matter what you do with it, it's not coming off. To get it off, you've got to give it a right solid yank. You know, it really is a hefty yank to get it off the back. You know, and honestly, as a kids will just literally, I can't find anything. Kids will literally just sit there and marvel at the case of it. I mean, the number of times with my Bucky Rescue that there we are, line it up better, it goes on. The number of times with my Bucky Rescue that I've done these things and kids just, I love you taking the shield off and putting the shield back on. It's the whole thing I wanted to do. So this whole setup works out. So anybody got any further questions? What I'll do at the end of this video is I'm going to put links to where I can get the magnets from, links to where you can get the back braces from. And say, I mean, this is the white sheep leather costume. I'm not certain the costume composition with the leather fashion valleys, but I can't imagine they're actually sitting there with a lot more material. The advantage is that those N42 magnets are so powerful that they are going through the leather, the cloth, without an issue. And the shield is not moving. It's a nice, secure way of actually getting screen accurate look to your shield without having visible magnets. So, hope it helps you guys. Anyone got any questions, drop me a message. If you're not on my friends list, you know, you might have to give me a poke via some of the groups and I'll try and then pick up where the messages have got to. But, you know, I'll try and help you guys whenever I can do. All the very best. Stay safe and keep going, guys. Cheers.